All right, part 3 of core workout with a bad back or back problems. So now we're gonna get a little bit more advanced with our stretches and with our workouts. So you gotta get part 1 done first. You gotta get a solid base with part 2 before you move on to this, okay? So we're gonna start out with a nice stretch, okay? You're gonna lay flat on your back. Hands are gonna go underneath your butt. You're gonna kick your legs over your head and slowly lower down. And you should feel a little stretch back in here, maybe in your hamstrings as well. Take a deep breath in, let it all out. Deep breath in, let it all out. Deep breath in, let it all out. And as you take more breaths, you should sink a little lower. I feel a great stretch right in my spine and right in my hamstrings. Don't worry about your legs being straight or your legs touching. Hold it for a little bit here. Take a couple deep more breaths. Hands on your lower back. You're going to slowly lower back down. Okay? The last big stretch we're going to do, we're actually going to flip over. You're going to stand up. What you're going to do is forward flexion. Okay? So I'm going to come all the way forward. I don't care where your hands go, it's more about your back. I want a nice rounded back. You see how rounded mine is? I don't want it flat. I want it rounded. You're just hanging. I want you to feel it in here, okay? It doesn't matter how far your hands go. You could be rounded right here, okay? You don't have to be all the way down. You're just gonna hang. You're in extension all day long, which means your back is being arched when you're standing, especially females. We have a nice lumbar lordosis, most of us. So we're doing the opposite of this, okay? You can even kind of move around a little bit, loosen up that lower back. All right, so now we're gonna add some oblique work in. We're gonna go on our side, okay? Stack your knees over top each other, feet over top each other. Elbow's gonna be 90 degrees. I'd like you to use your hand at first. You're gonna push up and support, okay? I'm lifting this up as high as I can and make sure you're fully rounded to the ceiling, okay? Now you can also lift your arm up and we're just holding and squeezing. You don't want to let it drop. You want to keep it nice and high. Okay? Now if you want to make it a little harder, you're going to straighten your feet out. Use this arm to support. You're going up into a side plank. I can keep this here so I can keep holding, or I can open it up to the ceiling. Again, you're not here. You're lifting up as if someone was pulling up a string. You should feel it all on this side. And relax. I would start out with about 20 seconds each side. Let's go to the other side. Okay, start out on your knees. Push up. Remember, it's like if someone's pulling you up, you're trying to use this oblique. If this is too hard, put your hand here. And if it's too easy, you're going to straighten your legs and pop all the way up. Now, if you feel any cracking in your back, or any like crinkles, this is too advanced for you, okay? Even though it doesn't hurt, it's not okay. All right, so I'm gonna stay on this side. We're gonna advance it again. So now that if I can do a side plank, we're gonna go up. I'm gonna add some hip dip. So I'm gonna go down and up, down and up. Again, I'm squeezing right here. If I need to, I can have this hand supporting. Okay, try to get about 15 dips. Don't forget the other side. This side, feet stacked, hand here if you need. And don't be surprised if one side's stronger than the other. That's totally normal. Probably about 10 to 15 dips if you can. Perfect. All right, let's advance down to the mat again. So, like we said before, like we talked about before, you don't want to have any arch here. You want to keep that pelvic tilt, okay? Hands are going to go over your head. We're going to do bicycles. One knee to opposite elbow. Now, you don't want any space here. If I have any space, I'm not working the core right. I have to have my back flat. You can keep it very small range of motion. Okay? You can keep it really big if you want to make it a little harder. Really reach to the other knee and twist. We're going to try to do 10 of them, okay? Relax down. You're going to hold the crunch down. One leg straight. You're going to crunch up, come down. Crunch up, come down. If you're not that flexible, it's okay if you bend your knee a little bit. The main point is we're crunching this side of your body. 10 on one side. And then we'll do 10 on the other. Looking straight at the ceiling. You feel it all through here. Okay? 10 on that side. Good. Go ahead and rest. So you're going to bend this foot right over top that knee. You're going to come in and crunch. Okay? This is easy. If you want to make it harder, you have your leg up. And if you're ready for it, you can go down and up. Just make sure that that back doesn't come off. If the back's coming off, it's too hard. Then you're right here. Or maybe you're right here. 15 on this side, and we're going to 15 on the other. Okay, again, maybe you're here, maybe next week you're here, and by the third week, maybe you're here. You have to work that core to get your back stronger. It's not going to get better unless you have a strong core. But you can also really hurt it if you're not doing the right things, okay? The last one, if you're ready, we're going to do a rolling sit-up, okay? You don't have to do this. What we're going to have is you're using momentum. So my legs are coming up, my arms are coming up. I'm going to roll all the way up to seated. Okay, then I'm going to do like a little C curve. Back down, legs come over. I'm going to roll up to seated. If you feel anything in your lower back, you're going to stop. Okay, anytime you feel anything in your lower back, it's not good. I'm going to slowly do the C shape all the way down. I'm going to roll up to seated, okay? Now, if you want to make this a little harder, you're not going to let your feet touch. So when you come up, you're going to be seated. And I'm going to slowly lower down, roll back up, slowly lower down. Okay? I feel this entirely in the front. I'm actually burning a little bit. So if you feel it in your lower back, you're not ready. That's fine. Back off and try it again next week, okay? Let me know how you like it. Good luck.